Welcome in today, everyone. My name is Jetta. I'm the VA hiring coach. And today we're going to be looking at a live job posting and going over how I vet talent that send in applications to the different job postings that I put up. So today I have up a job posting for video editor, and we're going to go in and look at how I vet and go through and select who I will interview, what I'm thinking about in terms of hiring, and some of the key things that I look for when I'm looking through applications from the job postings. Listen, I know that it can be very overwhelming and astounding looking at all of the applications that are sent in, but I will guide you through this process in a very easy and self-explanatory way. So if you've ever wondered how to systematically go through the applications, this is for you, and that is what we're going to do here today. So let's dive in. So here we are. So I have up this posting for video editor for YouTube long form. So in this particular job, what I'm looking at here are people who know how to edit videos. And when I say long form, I put within this job posting that the videos are about 5 to 15 minutes long. So we're not talking about hours length. We're not talking about live streams or anything like that. We're talking about videos that are going to sit between the 5 to 15 minute span in terms of duration. So holistically, we have over 20 people that have applied to this particular job. I've archived 9 of them. I've shortlisted 7. And right now we have all proposals here. So the proposals include, I believe, the shortlisted as well as some of the other ones that I have not taken action on yet. So if you are familiar with Upwork, in this particular part of the dashboard on the left, you can view the job posting. You can also invite freelancers and you can review the applications. And then on the right side there, it will show absolutely how many people you have hired already. And one thing I want you to know is that you can hire multiple people for a job. Now, that is one strategy. If you have enough resources, if you have a budget that is high enough, I want to encourage you to do that if that role, if that job is something that is well suited for that. Often in the past, I've liked to hire multiple people, especially if I'm doing things that are kind of self-explanatory and straightforward, like logo design. That way I can just hire people for a small gig and I can see different types of stylizations and see how it comes out. Other times you don't want to do that. And especially if your budget is tight, you can just hire one person and go with that. And that is as good as you can. So let's start with, well, actually, let's go down. So right below the header here, you will see another set of tabs. One are for the proposals, one is for the shortlist. So the shortlist means that I've upped or downed a particular person. So let me undo that. And then, so that's the shortlist. If I click like, so we can go to one, boom, the shortlist. So now they will appear here in the shortlist tab right there. You will also get a tab for message. So I have not messaged anyone yet. And then of course you will have the archive feature. So these are people who I have already ruled out. So let's start right here. Who have I already ruled out? The people in this particular category, they fall within several frameworks. So number one is budget. I have for this job $60. And for that particular $60 for long form, I want them to edit 3 videos. So if someone applied to the job and they have bid at a higher level, and I'm not just willing to pay for that, because for this particular job posting, I want something very specific and I want it quick and dirty. I want a very easy turnaround. So I'm not going to even consider people who have bid higher, even if they are more qualified, even if they have better work quality, because that's not what I'm looking for right now. I'm looking for quick, easy, simple videos to be edited. And I just don't want to pay more. So automatically, when it says the details, you will see at the very top, you'll see how much they bid. So let's scroll down. It looks like people, so for the most part, they have bid 60. However, within the application, I definitely know that one guy, it may be him, it may be this guy right here, who has, let me see, can I click in here? Within the application itself, they put, although they bid $60 in the application itself, they told me that one video is $30, right? Or one video is $45. And I'm like, that is above my pay rate right now. And so I just thumbs down this person, and I archived it. And so that's something that you can watch out for as well. I find that very typical, especially when you are hiring for videos, that people will bid for the project with the budget that you have put up there, but then they want something else. And what I like to do is I like to tell people right away that they're not going to get that. You know, don't even waste your time. It's something that you can also put in the job description. So a lot of these people, they are either people who, number one, have bid too high. Number two, the quality of their work. I just don't really like it. I found better within the pool of applicants. And then number two, like this gentleman right here, he looks like a great guy, but he hasn't done any work. And so there are times when I like to give people a opportunity who are fresh to the platform. There's a great opportunity for that. For the most part, a recent social media manager that I've just hired, they were fairly new to the platform, but I like their style. We spoke, we had a Zoom conversation because I knew this was a decision where we were going to be working together for a substantial amount of time. And so I did interview them on camera. Typically, when I do very cut and dry, quick and dirty work, I don't talk to people on Zoom. I just literally interview via the chat. Okay, so that's typically my style, but for this particular project, I just decided to not accept people who had not completed work, so zero completed projects, etc. Also, Jonas here, he's had 20 total hours, 4 completed projects. I remember his work very specifically. I want to unarchive because I don't know why I can't click in. Maybe you cannot click in after you've already archived. So it's just really giving me a hard time. It's really giving me a hard time. I don't know why I can't, because I wanted to actually see this person's work. Let's restart. It's really giving me a hard time. It's giving me a hard time pressing in there. And I wanted to stop right here to pause. Upwork is known to have bugs. Okay. I have run into so many bugs on the platform, but I just want to say, rest assured, everything is okay. One of the tips that you can do is just close out all of the windows, restart the browser, open up a new browser. I know that it's a little inconvenient, but that's something that you can do in order to get things to walk, in order to walk and work correctly. So I'm going to actually get back in there and show you guys, but I had to take a moment. So this thing was so janky, you guys, I had to actually open up a whole new window. But rest assured, listen, that you don't have to worry. It will work eventually. Open up a new window, a new browser, actually. I had to use Safari. So anyway, Jonas is one example here. As I was just going through some of the content in terms of what was on the portfolio, it just didn't resonate with me. And so because of that, and I think there is a portfolio example here, because of that, I just decided to archive this particular one. Sure, he's a fantastic guy, just not the style that I'm looking for, right? I'm gonna go back out here. So again, I archive people who, number one, they wanted too much money, even though they agreed to do the job for 60, they wanted me to actually spend more. And wish I can show that here. I'm not exactly sure which one is it. Again, let me scroll down. I think it may have been Amin. When they have a good reputation, which is wonderful, sometimes they are a little bit more picky and they want more money, and that's completely fine. But if it's out of budget, it's out of budget. And so you will find that sometimes. Okay, there was one person that, not sure who it was. Is it this guy? $50 an hour. I feel like something I can't see from this particular window. Top rated. You know, as we're going through this, I hate all of this text. I really like people who, number one, say my name, give me a brief description, and then send me exactly to where they want me to see the element of their portfolio. Because if they just send me their whole portfolio, I don't know where to look. I mean, like I could click on this portfolio and it will take me all over the place. And sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. Like, I don't understand this layout. Okay, about me. Okay, so it says business videos, and then you get into it. And this guy's wonderful. This thing looks amazing.
Sole founder Rebecca Veckelser wanted to
Isn't
create
that bad? But it's like sometimes you just don't know, and I like to really have people send me exactly where they want me to look. So anyway, so those are the archives. I haven't messaged anyone yet. Shortlisted. So these are some of the people that I really did enjoy, mainly because of the quality of their work. Let's look at this guy. Hi, Kenyatta. I checked the reference channel video and editing style, and I'm available to edit your 3 videos on a weekly basis in the same style. See, he looked at the reference video. He's calling me by name. He's giving me a short description, and he's giving me the links to specific videos.
Roth conversions can certainly be a smart move in your retirement income plan, but if you're not careful, you can go too far and end up paying taxes that you didn't have to. You know, most people think the only question is how much.
So this is a talking head style. You have some lower thirds there. Looks like some jump cuts, some text here. This is a very long video, so I don't know all of what is actually in here. But let's see there. Yes, this talking head. But going back to some of the other candidates here, we've already screened for too expensive, work quality, no experience. Now let's see the shortlisted. So we just showed the one guy. And again, this guy has just too much text. It gets on my nerves so much. I just can't even see some of his previous work there.
Tudor was born from a shared history. Visionary Hans Wilsdorf launched Tudor in 1926 after having founded Rolex nearly 20 years earlier.
This isn't bad. I like those transitions. That's nice. Let's see this guy. So that guy was from Pakistan. This guy's from Vietnam. Listen, also another thing that I want to let you know, I hire people from all over the world. You will find a diamond in the rough any and everywhere. Let's see. Hi, Kenyatta, interested? I saw videos. So he's basically, okay, so this is another link to a portfolio, probably would, okay, so it's not that many here.
Hey everyone, I just want to share a couple things with you. I want to talk about the importance of a sales playbook. Now, it's super important to customers. What's most important to them?
What isn't that bad? The text isn't that bad. It's okay. So I'm going to unselect them. So now this is getting shorter. Ali. Okay, so right now Ali is actually in the head. Gulzar. Okay, so he has, the only way that I will hire someone or even message them, this isn't even about hiring, when they have all the chat GPT stuff, the work has to be good because then I have to take time and go through it all, right?
Tudor was born from a shared.
But this guy's stuff is actually fairly decent. So Gazar is okay. Ali is okay. Let's go with Vo. So these are people I've already shortlisted, right? There's still 14 other people that their work may be good as well. I had already said I wasn't going to do Jonas, but their work is pretty good. Well, actually, the shortlist as well as the other candidates are still here. So 13 minus, what is that, 6? There's about seven other people that I haven't shortlisted within this list. Gazar, Ali are pretty cool. Let's see Vo. So Vo, he's made a lot of money here. Okay, it's not too bad. 4 years calling, you want to boost, da da da. So this is all generic. Again, and he didn't even really speak to me. Did not say hello. He did not greet me. That's always a red flag. Okay, well, it's actually at the top. My bad, Vo, my bad. How can you? I'm excited about the opportunity. 4 years of experience. Da, da, da. I'm comfortable with working tight deadlines. You can see my, okay, so discuss how we can work together.
I've been working with hundreds
The
of
intro was
successful
nice.
construction business owners.
This is
I
nice.
have been
Okay.
witnessing their
I see. Okay, I see. I see why Vo is pretty good. Okay, so then Wajiha, here's the thing, right? 100% success job, 100% success job, 100% success job. When we get to Wajiha, she has 67%. I don't know why this is. And we can scroll in to see the reviews. So she's completed, highlighted job is 1. They highlight this because it's similar to the one that you have. Completed jobs is this. There's not a lot of feedback given, 3.8. Look at when it was given, April. There are no words there, so you have no idea. So these are things that you can look at too as well in terms of the reviews that other people she handles work professionally. Let's see, 4.0, absolutely pleasure. But I don't know why that completion rate is so low. That kind of gives me pause, the job success rate. That kind of gives me pause. So I'm going to unselect that. So now I have 5. The top 3 are okay. Let's look up Abdul. I can get at my editing will 100% affect the audience retention. Okay, let's see what they're working with here. It's a lot going on here.
Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Ashton. I'm the CEO of Active Solutions, where we make enterprise solutions attainable for small.
The transitions are well, the intro is well. I don't like the text.
I'm going to be touching on a topic today, a pretty hot topic, possibly the hottest.
I think the other guys were a little bit better. Now, I didn't look at a lot because they gave me a lot to look at. So I'm just going to do that now because I know that the top 3 are pretty good quality. After I narrow this down, I'm probably going to message the top 3 people. I will say something like, hi, Bo. I enjoyed your work. Do you have questions for us? What would you need to get started with this job? How soon would you be able to start? So these are the types of questions that you can ask. So when I'm ready, I will send that to Vo, to Ali, and to Gulzar. And if it does not work out between all of these people, typically when they send you these proposals and if they're available, they want to get started right away. So shortlisting 3 people of this caliber, I probably wouldn't even go back to the overall proposal list, right? Because we already have 3 strong candidates, and depending on what they have in their pipeline, which it looks like Gozar, he only has earned about 1K. Ali has earned about 10K. Vo has earned about 20K. I would see what these guys have on their table right now. And that will tell me a lot. It says 36 in progress. 36 in progress. So that's a lot. Some of these may or may not be completed. because a lot of the times the client doesn't like to close out the jobs, which if you're a client, close out the jobs and rate and pay your people so that you can close the loop on everything. I would be inclined to see what Ali and the others. I'm recording. Can I call you back in 1 sec? Yep. Family, when you get started, everyone wants to call. Let's see how many he has in the pipeline. This is 32 in progress. June. These are more recent than some of the others. So, I mean, I don't know. Why I'm saying this is because if they have too much, then your projects will not be top priority for them. Like based on that alone, if Gozar and myself got along very well, I would hire him. Why? Because he's eager to work. He only has 1K in terms of earned revenue on the site, and he will give you all of his attention. Whereas when you talk about some of the other guys, Vo, Ali, given whatever they have on their plate at the time, your work may or may not get done with the quality that you want, with the speed that you want, with the attention that you want, given what they have going on. So I know I was all over the place, you guys, in this particular video, but the videos will get stronger, they will get better, and I will continue in the next video. So if you like this, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and give me a comment. What is the hardest part about vetting the talent that send the proposals on Upwork or even on Fiverr? How are you guys doing over there, and how is your hiring going? Please let me know. I'll catch you in the next video.